I forgot that we won with the Restless Cottage math. I can't do math, but we win. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. Before we dig into the deck, make sure to leave a like. The button looks just like this, and it's the best way you can pretty much help out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Let's go in right into the deck. We got the Gungrave. Obviously, we got the Soul of Windgrace. That is right. We got the Alchemy bumps. We got Uurg and Soul of Windgrace. Let's go ahead and just kind of address them. All of the mana abilities used to cost. Well, the green one was 1. The red one was like 2 in a red, and then the black one was like 1 in a black or something like that. Either way, they all cost 1. I don't know what the heck they did before. I kind of forgot. I haven't used this card in a long time, but they all are just 1. 1 green, 1 red, 1 black. Discard a land card, it gains indestructible. Discard a land card, draw a life, or gain 3 life, depending on which color you use. So we just got like a nice little Jun shell. It is a splash of a red, but we do have a little bit of graveyard interaction going. We got the Prowler. The Prowler is nice because it does add lands into your hand. The Vinesoul Spider puts lands into your graveyard, which is going to be nice because we got the Uurg, spawn of Turg. Uurg, spawn of Turg. The power is equal to the number of land cards in your graveyard. At the beginning of your upkeep, you're going to surveil 2, which is pretty nice because I think before it was surveil 1, and I think the sacrifice the land thing was like either cost 2 or 3, and now it costs 1. So the alchemy buffs are here. I'm just going to just kind of fool around with it, see if it's worth doing. So we got a little bit of self-mill with the Gnawing Vermin, like the spider kind of mills itself out too. So eventually the 5 toughness is really good. Honestly, burn is still a thing. If you play a lot of standard, Uurg does kind of wall off. That 5 toughness helps versus the burn pretty well. So it also is a win condition just because eventually it will just be a very, very strong creature. We got Jarsyl, Dark Sage Scion. I love this thing so much. Starting intensity is 1. So we do get into things into our graveyard. You got the A-Haywire Mite. Intensity equals 1 with the Dark Sage Scion. Then on turn 2, you have something that you can cast for 2. Got plenty of 2 drops, and then a 3 drop, and then a 4 drop eventually. So you get a lot of value out of this thing. I really, really am a big fan. We got the Crawler as well. Obviously, eventually, I only run 1 because it's not a legendary, but I don't think it's more for those grindy matchups for Descend 8. So Crucias, Titan of the Waves, and a Tyvar, just to kind of, some 3-drop legendary stuff here. You do see a lot of these in the legendary 5-color decks, but I think this is like a decent little deck. I'm not expecting this to be like uber competitive. I think this is more just kind of like I'm just goofing around, just testing out the Soul of Windgrace and the Uurg because they got bumped up. So why not make some content about it and just see where it goes. This is Jund, baby. I haven't played actual Jund in a while, so that's it. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. And Mar, how we doing here? Not really the best hand. It's really not. I guess we'll keep it and just make the best of it. Hopefully when these Haywire Mites are good, they are phenomenal. But when they're dead, they're very dead. So hopefully we don't play that Legends deck. So 5-color Legends is very, very prevalent in Alchemy. So okay, we get Burn. It's a little bit better of a matchup now. Okay. The Haywire, like I said, when the Haywire Mites are good, they're so good. Let's go ahead and drop our Blanchwood Prowler. See if we can drop get into any red sources for our Soul of the Windgrace here. Unfortunately, we do not, but the Restless Cottage is actually a pretty decent turn 1 play. But I always mistake this Haywire Mite for a I guess we might as well swing in, sure. I always mistake this for a spider. I always think it has reach. It does not, unfortunately. But being able to exile a target non-creature artifact or enchantment can come in handy versus like Inscription of the Ring, which I already know that they're running. It's very, very good. Ren's Resolve, let's get a little piece of the deck here. More mountains, we're not too scared of that. No, I think we're okay. Yeah, that's fine. Only down to 18, and that is not that impressive, my friend. So I think we're completely okay with that. I think we just set up a Restless Cottage, and let's go for a Blanchwood Prowler number 2. See if we can get into a little red source, and we do. But the only problem with the A-Thran Portal is we do have to pay to use it, but sometimes you gotta pay to play, baby. So let's see if we can get into the Soul of the Windgrace here. I guess there's no the Soul of Windgrace. This card with the bump, I do think it's a little bit more playable. There's a Fiery Inscription. We do not care at all. Because we got the lovely Haywire Mite, we are going to be just fine. We're not even going to let them even have the opportunity to do anything super crazy here. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to swing in here. Bang, bang, bang. Haywire Mite and get rid of this Fiery Inscription. That feels so wonderful. Not only, it's like a double whammy. Not only do we gain life, but we get rid of this thing and they can no longer burn us. Feels absolutely amazing. Let's go for Gnawing Vermin. Of course I'm milling myself. We are a mill deck at the through and through, so Go for the Haywire Mite. Make sure the auto tapper, occasionally the auto tapper does kind of like to screw you. So make sure the auto tapper has your green source left open, just in case they have another pesky fiery inscription. Yeah, like I said, I mean, as long as we can get rid of the fire inscription, we do have Tear Asunder. We've got plenty of removal, but this is basically their win condition. Witch's Mark. Okay. Shouldn't be that big a deal. They do create a Wicked Roll token, but ultimately, I don't think it's fruitful to go for the Haywire Mite on the Wicked Roll. No, I don't think so. Because yeah, it's just not going to be worth it. We got to kind of wait for them to do something else. Okay, well, we don't have that luxury of time anymore, so let's go for the Haywire Mite. Hey, if they got another ring, it's okay. Let's go for this. It actually does exile, so they actually don't lose that 1 life from the Wicked Roll, which is nice. So we actually have 22 life. We got 22 life versus mono red. That feels phenomenal. All right, let's go for the A-Thran Portal. I'm going to call out red. We are going to cast Soul of Windgrace. We can either go for gain life, or we can make Soul of Windgrace indestructible by discarding these 2 lands. So once we have 5 lands, we don't really want to play anything else. Yeah, sure, whatever. And let's go ahead and swing in. Bang, bang, bang. And now we are looking good. I do not want to play these lands. These are going to be specifically... Okay, Fiery Inscription. Gosh darn it, this card is so freaking annoying. But I think we're still good. We might even outrace them too, which is kind of crazy to say. So draw a card, discard a card. That should be fine. Let's see how we want to play this. I mean, we do have a lot of damage on the back end, but the Fiery Inscription, I think we're just going to gain life. I'm not joking you. With this thing out, if they have, like, a Lightning Strike, a Shock, another Melt Through, I mean, they're just dealing, like, 2 damage on top of all of those, and it gets crazy quickly. So, we're just going to let this happen. I think we are. I think we're going to go ahead and just ditch one and then have them gain a life. Yep, just gain life. No such thing as enough life, and we do have the Vinesoul Spider. Absolutely wonderful, because now we can use the spider to block off the Phoenix chick. But actually, ooh, it's actually the legendary with the Fiery Inscription, so it's actually not that good. I think at this point, we're just going in for the Restless Cottage. This actually might be a little bit better here. So, I think this is better. Let's just kind of bum rush him here. Restless Cottage, I don't think any of this particularly matters. Yeah, whatever. And we do get a food token this way, and we get some more land. I forgot that we won with the Restless Cottage math. I can't do math, but we win. Draft. Well, this is not a draft, my friend. This is Alchemy. So let's see what we got going on here. Just gonna go ahead and start off, see if we can get into the Gixian Recycler. Because this is a graveyard deck, we do have this as like a kind of like a nice little finisher late in the game. Alrighty. Ooh, we got the Chitinous Crawler. Big fan of this thing. Let's go for you. Don't have to go for the A-Thran Portal. So the A-Thran Portal, if you notice, A-Thran Portal did get rebalanced through the new Alchemy. A-Thran Portal no longer has to come in tapped if you have 2 or more lands. So you can just always play it at any time, and it'll come in untapped. Alright, so I think I'm just still going to attack here. Let's just do this. That's fine. Got the Merfolk Tunnel Guide, so they're going to be able to explore every single time they put on another Merfolk for 2 times, right? Or no, 3. They get 3 boons. Oh my gosh, that is pretty nuts. Pretty crazy. But I'm going to go for... Let's just go for red, and then just go in for Tyvar here. Hopefully we do hit something, which I'm a little nervous. If we don't hit anything, it does look pretty rough.
They'll talk about this fight for centuries. We're in this together.
We're in this together. You heard Tyvar. We're in this together. So let's get a little bit more mill action from our Gnawing Vermin. See if we can kind of like ramp up for the Chitinous Crawler. We got the Jarsyl, the Dark Age Scion. And we have a 1-drop, 2-drop. Yeah, we'll be okay. Obviously, the exploring thing is going to be... This card is very, very good. I have played this. I definitely made a deck with this card in it. Very, very good. I mean, there's just no other way around it. The Merfolk's being able to explore every turn. Very, very good. I think I will block here. I mean, if I can trade... This does seem fruitful. I mean, unless they have some sort of, like... X-Catcher. Yeah, that's fine, though. That's fine. Like I said, I think it's fun to kind of keep Tyvar around. It's still going to put a little bit of pressure on them in the long run, so I think I can kind of live with this. I think what I want to do now is kind of just put up as much protection as I can from Tyvar. So let's actually swing in. Well, this is at the beginning of combat, so I have to actually go for Jarsyl first. Yeah, I have to do this first. Let's do this, just so that we can kind of get our either non-Vermin or Haywire Mite. So let's do that. Alright, so we want to go for the Vermin or the Haywire Mite. The Haywire Mite is probably a little bit more useless. I don't really know what the Haywire Mite's going to hit, so I guess we'll just go for the Gnawing Vermin. Get that intensity up with the Dark Age Scion, and do a little bit more mill action. And I actually am going to swing in. Tyvar's, yes, yeah, we might as well get some damage in. And let's go and untap our Recycler here. Go for the Springs, because we don't have to pay for the portal. There's that second wind. I think that's what Tyvar said. And now we got a little bit of a board here to kind of protect our Tyvar, but... So the Hexcatcher, we don't really run a whole lot of non-creature spells, so the Hexcatcher shouldn't be that bad. So this, oh gosh, the Jadelight Spelunker, we can probably take out something here. The only problem here, as I'm seeing, obviously we have the Bitter Triumph as something we can do. Wow, so Zephyr Singer, wow, okay. I did not see this coming. So now everything is flying, oh my god. That is a problem. So if I go for... Okay, that is a huge problem. Wow. The Crawler's not really too useful right now. Let's do this. Obviously, we just go in for the Bitter Triumph. I guess we discard a card, I suppose. And... Oh my gosh. What do we do here? What's actually the play? This is not a Murph, folks. So this is, but like giving everything flying. That's 5, 7. We can survive one more turn. I guess we try to hit the Singer to get more damage in. I mean, they're going to obviously counter it with the Hexcatcher. Or try to, rather, right? I guess. Alright. Swing on in. Down to 7 they go. The Crawler's not doing a whole lot here. And this is actually only for permanent cards. So I don't really have a whole lot of permanents in my deck here. So I think we just take Tyvar and just use the -2. Cross the fingers.
I've let my people down. Rally, my friend.
Rally, my friend. So Haywire Mite, not doing a whole lot right here. I think we just go for the... I think we go for the Prowler. Go for Cottage. We got the Crawler now. What can we really play with the Crawler? Another Gnawing Vermin. It's not that great. Let's go for Crawler. 5, 7, 11, 14. I guess if I pay here... If I pay here and they drop another Hexcatcher, they bump up their whole board and I lose, though, right? So if I don't, that would be 5, 7, 11, 14. That would make 17 if they dropped another Hexcatcher. So I guess we kind of have to weigh this out. Alright, let's do it. If they got another Hexcatcher, I think we just lose. It is what it is. So I do this, and like I can't really play anything, so... I already did my land drop. I think we just passed the turn. Doesn't feel great. Conductor, if they don't have something to bump the whole board, we're at least live. We're at least live. Alright, so they didn't have a Voltaire. I took a lot of time to go for that Hexcatcher, and I was really, really nervous, but looking okay on that front. The problem with the Crawler is we can only do this with permanents, but we should do this now. I mean, we do get a free land, so that's nice. I guess we'll go ahead and do this. Sure. So the Crawler lets us get a free land. Yep, that's fine. Boom. Okay. If we go for the Restless Cottage, if we go, okay, so oh god, this is so scary. Dark Age Scion 3, so we get a Tyvar. If I just all out swing here, what do they do? Block, block, block. I think we have to risk it. I think we have to risk it. With Jarsyl, we also get an opportunity to go in for a Tyvar as well. So I think we just risk it. I think we just risk it and just send the house. So we do get another one of these. I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, I think we get a free Tyvar. Presumably. They can go for the Hexcatcher. I would actually prefer that. They do not, which is fine.
This will be quick.
This will be quick. I hope so. Let's go ahead and send the house. Restless Cottage, get rid of the Singer. Let's see if they got any sort of flash shenanigans here. I'm just waiting on what they could possibly have. They have a Mirrex, they've got a Cavern of Souls. They will trade this way, so if they're doing this, if they don't have any other tricks, we might be okay. We do have the Haywire Mite. Meeting of the Minds, draw 2 cards. Ooh. Okay. Only down to 1. Got 12 life here. And I think we do have a few reach creatures. So let's see if we can get into a reach creature. We're in this together. Let's go for the Vinesoul Spider. Land card. We have at least 1 blocker. All right, I did my best there. Maybe we take it. Oh my gosh, I think the spider saved us there. Silver Fox, how are we doing here, man? I think we actually played Silver Fox here just recently. I think they're. Let's go ahead and give you a friendly mulligan. I just played you again before, so yeah, they run the gnome deck. My goodness, this gnome deck is quite problematic for our deck, but we have a lot of removal. But the Bitter Triumph is just not the move versus this deck. Bitter Triumph versus the gnomes. I mean, sometimes they do run like the Progenitor, which is pretty good. Haywire Mite is great. So let's go ahead and use the Phantasmal Extraction. Fantastic Phantasmal. So, ooh, Urza. Well, I can use Urza. Let's go over and get rid of the 1,000 Moods Smithy, because I have the Bitter Triumph for the Urza, so we can make use of that. So, let's go and do this. Get a little mill action going for our Soul of the Windgrace. Maybe we got some Blanchwood Prowler. We do need like 5 land. The Soul of the Windgrace obviously being 4, but we do like to have a little bit of protection up for it. So here comes the Urza. No big deal there. I think we just go for a Bitter Triumph and just drop the Haywire Mite. That seems pretty decent to me. I actually might want to keep... Well, no, we'll be fine. Let's pay the 3 life, just get rid of the Urza. And I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass here. I guess I could have attacked just to kind of like see if they would have given us some free damage there. I guess I probably should have, but... Here's the Prodigy. Okay, create a tapped Power Stone token. This card is pretty interesting here. Let's go for the Prowler. We have to make use of this, though. This thing does get pretty scary pretty quickly. All right, land. And let's go for another Prowler, because like I said before, with the Soul of the Windgrace, you definitely want to have at least 1 form of land, like, out, just like for protection. So I guess we'll just go for... Yeah, that's fine. Need plenty of land, that's for sure. And with the Recycler, we do get 1 more. So now I'm nervous about... I mean, if you've seen my video on the Prodigy... This card does get pretty scary pretty quickly because you can't block it. And then every single turn, it's +2, +0 every single turn. So that can get a little nerve-wracking. Let's see what they want to do here. So they're going... This is an interesting deck, though. They got Urza. Ooh, the Nothing. Well, I mean, I'm not mad at Nothing. That's for sure. I think we're going to do this, and with the Soul of the Windgrace, we can either use discard a land to draw a card. I don't really care about my life, so I think what I want to do is go for the Sulfurous Springs. The Sulfurous Springs is the card I want to leave open. So, yep, let's go for green and then black. Oh, I'm so stupid. I am so stupid. I am so dumb. It's green. My goodness, that was bad. You know what? That was just amateur hour right there. We need red to cast the Soul of the Windgrace. I don't have enough red, so okay, whoopsie. But we got Soul of the Windgrace. At least we keep up the one that makes us indestructible. That is kind of what I wanted to do here. Okay, whew, that was long-spirited. So they do get another Power Stone token. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to eat it for now. Let's just pass. I think we just pass. I don't think getting the 1 damage there is that relevant. The alternative there to that little squeamish thingy that I just kind of did there, Chimmel the Inner Sun, we can use the Haywire Mite to kind of get rid of this, but they are going to get the Discover 5 at least 1 time. So let's see what they got here. The Unstable Glyph Bridge. Okay, so that is not the end of the world. Now, this is exactly why we go for Soul of the Windgrace here. Discard a land, and I think I'm going to go for the A-Thran Portal. Give it Indestructible. Whew, alright. So they are going to swipe the board except for one of our creatures here, right? So I actually get to keep 2, because the Soul of the Windgrace is not a liable target. I think that's okay. So now we got the Soul of Windgrace out, and the A-Haywire Mite's going to have to take care of this Chimmel of the Inner Sun. It's just going to have to. So really no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The 4 toughness here does kind of ward us off pretty well, which is kind of frustrating. So let's go for A-Haywire Mite. I am going to waste 0 time on this. Let's go ahead and just do this now. Yep, I don't care. Do it now. And swing on in. Portal, get this back. I guess we'll go for red. Sure, why not? Let's diversify a little bit. Do the damage, which is nice. And now we're going to go for the Vermin, and we still have the Forest up. I guess we... Yeah, because the Recycler is a little rough. It's kind of hard to play around here. Let's do this. We need a little bit more land for the Soul of Windgrace anyway, and now I guess we're going to pass. I think it's an okay turn. I'm a little nervous what they have on the back end here. Spring-loaded Saw Blades, so I can make me indestructible. If they have another Spring-loaded Saw Blades, we are just screwed. Like, we are literally just screwed. Hopefully they do not. Do not have another Spring-loaded Saw Blades. I'll be very, very sad. Okay, we're good. We're good. Alright. So, indestructible. We're out of land cards, though. So, we need a little bit more land in our hand to kind of make use of the Soul of the Windgrace. We're kind of all out of tricks in that regard. We do get the ramp, though. So, I mean, the Restless Cottage is something that we can kind of use. Let's see if they go for the Unstable Glyph Bridge and make the Sand Swirl Wander Glyph here. This is really problematic, though. So, I can't even do math. I don't even know if they had enough to go for it. But nevertheless, they do go in for the Blade Wheel Chariot. We do get a land, and I guess, again, a land is not the end of the world. If I do this... This 4 toughness is really just tripping me out. I do not like it. Alright, I think we're just going to have to swing in. Let's go for the Restless Cottage here. Oh, the Restless Cottage, they can just crew this thing. Hold on, let me give a thinking here. I don't know what I want to do yet. The Restless Cottage for the Chariot is 5 toughness. I don't have a way to really kill the Vermin. Dang, that 5 toughness is going to be the death of me. Let's just swing with the Soul of the Windgrace for now. Got all this land, and it's not looking too great for us here. So they're actually just going to chump block. Okay. Alright. I think for now we just kind of have to end the turn. Alright. Oof. Okay. Maybe, I mean, the Soul of the Windgrace, though, I mean, obviously... There are different decks you can kind of run this with. So, I mean, we need a way to kind of have land in our hands, which is problematic. So, Soul of Windgrace is going to go bye-bye, unfortunately. The Might Stone and the Weak Stone, unfortunately, that is awful for us. My goodness. So, let's at least use this to draw a card. It's really the only thing we can do right now. Dang, yeah. It's really the only thing we can do here. It's going to go bye-bye because we cannot give it a hexproof, unfortunately. So, we do have the Tear Asunder. Okay, the Tear Asunder is decent. We do need the Tear Asunder for something else that they have here. Okay. So I go for Tear Asunder on the Blade Wheel Chariot. I guess we can kind of get rid of you. I know this Unstable Glyph Bridge can eventually go in for the Sand Swirler, which is really annoying. I guess we're just going to have to do this now. Let's do this now. Exile the Chariot, because if they tap 2 other untapped artifacts they have, which they do. So let's just get rid of this now. I think we're going to have to. We do, that's kind of the nice part about this deck, though, is you do have a lot of land, obviously. But now we go for this. Do we have enough for double Recycler? We do not. We do not. We've got enough for a Restless Cottage and 1 Recycler. But I think we're just going to have to go for the... We're going to have to go for it. Let's do this. And, yep. Why would the auto tapper want me to tap my Restless Cottage? Do you see this right now? The Restless Cottage is now what we want to tap here. That is ridiculous. Let's do this. Oh my gosh, that's so cringy. Yep. We're just gotta give it a go. Exile a card. Don't think it particularly matters too much here. I'm praying for no other spring-loaded Saw Blades. Okay, we do get them down to 7. Down to 7. I think we're just kind of living on a prayer right now. Because this Glyph Bridge, eventually the Sand Swirl Wander Glyph thingy, this is a problem. Because if we cast a spell, then we can't attack, right? And then each opponent who attacked you can't cast a spell. So we either cast a spell or attack. Thousand Moons Smithy. Oh my god, and another Chimil the Inner Sun. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, I think we've met our match here. Another A-Thran Portal is absolutely brutal. Got all the mana in the world, and we just kind of get walled off here. We are running plenty of removal. I'm just trying to think like what we could do differently. I think this is going to wall us off. I mean, we could go for the U. What's really our options here? I think, unfortunately, let's just go for the Prowler. See if we can... I don't really think I have anything like that. So we do have the Restless Cottage, so at least we get double cottages. It's pretty nice. The 10-10 is just a problem, though. There's just no way around it. I can't swing in. Obviously. Well, maybe I could swing in, get them down to 2, but I can't put this Restless Cottage in harm's way. So I think I just pass. Dang, this is rough. Yeah, this is really rough. Because now they're going to transform this, and eventually they're going to be able to transform their Sand Swirler. Dang. Fabrication Foundry. Okay. And now they create another token. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh man. Okay. Now this Sand Swirler. That is a major problem. Let's go ahead and just eat the food here. At this point, even if we do get some sort of removal spell, I don't know how we're gonna like take over this. And, oh yeah, and this project can actually become unblockable too. My god. I guess we'll just chump block you. Yeah, I guess. We need removal. And, oh yeah, I forgot about the Chimil the Inner Sun too. So the Orthanc, we need removal. If we can get a Bitter Triumph, I think. No, I think we're just screwed because the Wanderglyph locks us out. Yeah. Vermin. Yeah. Let me make sure I already have this. Cast a spell during the turn, they can't attack you or planeswalkers. So if whenever opponent casts a spell, they can't attack you this turn. And I don't think even if I drew removal, I think it's like it's still static. So what? Wait! No! What are you doing? Why did you tap my Restless Z? Why did you tap my Restless Cottage? Oh no! Why did you tap the? That's my fault for the auto tapper. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. I was making fun of the auto tapper today. I don't think we would have won either way. I'm gonna have to concede at this point. That was our whole move. Now I can't double swing with the Restless Cottage. My plan was to go for double Restless Cottage. They would have to at least block one. We get one through. But with this Restless Cottage now, I can't cast anything, so then I can't attack. This is a nightmare. We're just... Yeah, good game. It was a good game, though. I like the Gnome deck. Ogre Bar. How are we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. This looks okay. Looks okay. We don't have any of our bigger stuff, but we'll find it. We'll find it. I actually really don't want to drop my Haywire Mite. No. Let's not just drop it just to drop it. Just because they can just kind of like cut it down and then I get sad. So let's not do that. Yep, this is fine. And I think we'll just go for the Prowler. I don't think the Vermin's that relevant right now. So let's go for Prowler. See if they want to waste their... Yeah, let's go waste a counter spell on my little Prowler. I don't really care. I honestly didn't even really need any more land. I got plenty of land right here, so that's fine. Restless Cottage is fine. Let's go for Vermin, sure. No counter spell this time, which is fine. Yeah, hopefully we can kind of get into some of our bigger stuff. Restless Cottage can kind of swing in perpetually, but yeah, we're gonna need a little bit more firepower here. All right, so I think they miss a land drop, which is nice, but we don't have much going for us right now, to be honest with you. We're gonna kind of have to hope they drop, you know, some sort of like artifact. They have like the Palantir of Ornithanc They have like the, you know, the one ring obviously, so we got like plenty of removal. So just kind of, I mean, we'll just kind of chill. I'm not playing the Haywire Mite if I don't have to. Seems wasteful. Seems wasteful and silly. Let's see what we got here. So Rusko. Ooh, okay. So Rusko's a problem. Rusko's a problem because I have to have... Now, this is kind of a 2-for-1. So now they create something. Guess I kind of have to, right? Let's go for the Rusko, and then Haywire Mite can take care of the Midnight Clock eventually. But, yeah, all this land is, not good. I think I'm just gonna have to deal some damage here. I think we're just dealing damage. Let's get rid of you. Sure. It is worth noting. I think a lot of people actually don't even care that they don't run the poison counters. I think this is like just a pretty good card, just because it is kind of like, you know, they still have to pay too. So like early in the game, it's still pretty good. Surgical Metamorph. What are they gonna copy their Midnight Clock? Is that what's going on here? So you may have Surgical Metamorph enter the battlefield as something. They're gonna pick the Restless Cottage. Okay, no, come on, we're getting so flooded. Come on, this is not cool. All right, let's just do the same thing. I mean, good lord, Flood City. All right, Flood City. We really needed something else here, but I don't think we really need food token. I don't care. Let's just say no. But Shooty, it's not looking good. I mean, it's looking okay, but like you know this is a control deck, a slow control deck. You know they're about to get into something super crazy here. So the One Ring, the only thing I can kind of hope for is the One Ring kind of ends up screwing them by drawing them too many counters. So the Prowler, oh, not good, man. Let's go for the Prowler, see if we can kind of get something going, some sort of offense going. I am going to drop the Haywire Mite at this point. I think I'm just going to decline. I don't really need land. So there's the Crawler. We didn't get land anyway. Let's drop you. I think I will go in for the Haywire Mite. Sure. If they do have that Bring the Ending, I don't have the poison counter, so I can gladly pay this off. And I still have the Haywire Mite so that I can use to exile something. So. Whew, okay. They got protection, obviously, so we're not swinging in. Trying to think, hopefully, I don't even know what I'm hoping for. The Midnight Clock, if they draw a new hand, I mean, that is going to get really nasty. Alright, so they at least do this. There is a world where they could burn themselves out if they don't draw into another One Ring. So, I mean, that could be nice. I have so much land, I don't even know if I want to just burn the Mite. I might need this Mite's little itty bitty one little power. I might need it for the one little bitty power. See what they got here. Hopefully, I don't want to see another One Ring. Do not play another One Ring. I'd rather you play something else. Oh, Beseech the Mirror. Oh my god, okay. Well, at least they don't... I mean, they're going to fight Beseech another One Ring, I would assume. Is that what the plan is here? They can only have... I would actually, I don't know. I don't know what the heck they got going on. There's only 4 One Rings in a deck, so... What the heck is this? All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. If a creature, it would die this turn instead. Alright, well, let's go ahead and just take care of the Midnight Clock while I have it. I can get rid of the Restless Cottage, actually. Why does it let me target that? Oh, it's an artifact, technically. No, I'd still rather go for the Midnight Clock. Alright. Sure. I've never seen this card before. Vesuvian... Oh, returns to your hand? Okay, I mean, I guess that's fine, I guess. -2/-2, and then they exile. I have not seen... How have I never seen that card before? I'm not joking you. I don't think I've ever seen that. So let's go ahead and eat the food. We need something, though. Like, we need... Haywire Mite's just not that great. It's just not. Let's make sure that we keep all of the green sources. I don't care about my life. That's fine. Swing on in, and I don't think it matters here, but yeah, I've never seen that card though. It's really interesting. I don't think they're running white, which is also interesting. I think we'll just keep the Haywire Mite here put, yeah, we can use this to get rid of the Restless Cottage if that's their plan. But I kind of want to... We're not going to win a marathon with this, so we have to kind of win fast. So... the Restless Cottage is not going to be enough to do it on its own. So they got the One Ring, they got Protection. Unfortunate, but such is life. Like I said, they only have 4 One Rings in their deck. So, I mean, they've got 2 in the top 7. There's 43 cards, so there's 17 cards deep. And they've already got 2 One Rings. So, there is a world where the One Ring can burn them out if they want to use it, and they can't get another One Ring. So, got the A-Haywire Mite to kind of ward off the midnight clock. And we're hanging in there. Another midnight. Okay, that's fine. I don't think I really want to use the A-Haywire Mite yet. We can kind of... there's no reason to. The protection is so rough, though. Fingers crossed we don't get a land. Fingers crossed we... Oh, no. Oh, God. Alright. There's literally, like... I don't think there's really any point in playing a land. Like, if we draw into A-Soul of the Windgrace, we just want the lands in our hand anyway, so... Absolutely gut-wrenching. Pass, I guess. There's nothing we can do. They have protection from the One Ring. I think we're drawing lands at a 50% clip here, so very, very brutal. Let's see if they want to take the One Ring. I mean, oh, they are. Wow. All right. So, I mean, if they're going to do that, they do take 1 damage from... They're going to take 1 from the One Ring here, right? All right. So, I mean, we do have... they are in kill range from the Restless Cottage if they don't have another One Ring. Shelly. Yeah. Shelly's a problem. Shelly's a problem. I mean, we have removal. Like, I have removal in this deck, so... Alright, I think we're just going to have to let this fly. Up to 8 they go. We're going to have to top deck a Bitter Triumph. I mean, like, I mean, it's pretty slim pickings right now. Don't want to use the... I don't really want to use the A-Haywire Mite. I wanted them to keep the One Ring. We have enough mana for like what we're trying to do here, so there's really no point in doing anything. Come on, fingers crossed, baby. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, the agony. Honestly, this hasn't happened in a long time though. If I'm being honest, like I don't think I've really gotten like majorly flooded in a very long time, so it is what it is. I think we'll give him 1 more turn before we concede. I don't like to concede premature, but like, I mean, let's get real here. This is looking very, very bleak, but we'll play it out. We still got the A-Haywire Mite, got the One Ring. It's just the Shelly. If it wasn't for the Shelly One Ring combo that they can just kind of gain life and like all the cards in the world, now they got Rusko to gain more life. It's looking rough. It's looking rough here. Maybe, again, there could be a way. I've seen it before. I've seen crazier things, but... One Ring, okay. It's just the Shelly. Like, it's just the Shelly. If we had some of our spot removal... I mean, we're running spot removal. We got Bitter Triumph. We're also running Tear Asunder. And God knows we've got enough land to cast the kicker. I mean, we have removal in the deck. I mean, we have other cards in the deck that aren't lands too, but... There is the whole thing of, like, you know, playing it out. There's playing it out, and then there's just kind of, like, losing slowly to control. So I don't think this really makes for good content either. Just lowing, like, abysmally slow. So they go for the Gauntlet, and are they... Oh, this thing gives extra turns on Planeswalkers, but they don't have a Planeswalker, so that's actually pretty interesting. But, okay. I was kind of hoping they would swing in here, so I guess we'll just go for the food. Sure. Sure. Not that it really matters here, but we're just kind of living on a prayer. At this point, I'm not really sure what we can draw. So the midnight clocks are going to go off. The One Ring. Come on, baby. Hey, just not my day, but we'll go ahead and give him a good game. We'll be good sports. GG's.